Today, we're diving into the world of Tyria to explore everything you can do with a free, or should I rather say, trial account in Guild Wars 2. Whether you're a seasoned MMO veteran or a newcomer curious about this dynamic game, this video is crafted to guide you through the ins and outs of starting with zero-cost entry into one of the most engaging online worlds available. Guild Wars 2 offers a rich and expansive universe with a variety of races, professions and plenty of things to do at endgame, considering the game has been out for over a decade. But what's it like to start as a free player? What can you access and what are the limitations? We'll cover all of this and more, providing you with a comprehensive view so you can decide whether it's worth your time and potentially your money. Something important to note before we continue is the server or world selection in Guild Wars 2. As a trial user, once you've chosen your realm, you're locked into it, unlike upgraded accounts which have the option to switch. However, for most of your gameplay, especially in PvE, this doesn't pose a problem. Thanks to the mega server system, players from different realms within the same region like North America or Europe are merged seamlessly. You can team up with friends, do quests and explore together no matter their home realm. The only restriction to server is when it comes to world versus world PvP combat. In world versus world, you can only join up with players from your own realm. This mode pits servers against each other in massive strategic battles that requires coordination and teamwork specific to your server community. So if world v world is something you might be interested in down the line, it's crucial that you and your friends choose the same realm from the start. This ensures you can all participate together in these server versus server battles. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive into one of the most exciting aspects of starting any new MMO, the character creation. As a free or trial account holder in Guild Wars 2, you might wonder about the extent of customization and choices available to you. Well, you're in for a pleasant surprise. In Guild Wars 2, trial account users enjoy the same variety of races and character customization options as upgraded accounts. From the Sylvari to the Asura, each race offers a unique look and backstory that can be tailored to fit your style. The only exception here is the Revenant class, which is exclusive to players who own the Heart of Thorns expansion and beyond. So except for the Revenant, all other classes are fully accessible, allowing you to experiment and find the one that best suits your gameplay preferences. After you've crafted your hero, you'll step into their personal story and begin exploring the starter zones designed to introduce you to the game. These zones are where you'll learn the ropes, engage in your first quests, and start to understand the larger world of Tyria. It's also worth noting that trial accounts have a limit of 2 character slots. This is in contrast to the 5 slots available to upgraded account holders. This character limit ensures you can still have a solid experience and discover which classes and races you enjoy most before deciding whether to expand your journey in Tyria with more slots and classes by upgrading your account. And speaking of character creation, you might find that the toughest boss battle begins even before stepping into Tyria, trying to secure a character name that hasn't already been claimed by someone else. Maybe keep a list of backups handy, just in case your first choice is already taken. Through the first 10 levels in Guild Wars 2, you'll likely notice something important. There's hardly any difference between being on a trial account and a fully upgraded one during these early stages. During this initial phase, there are no restrictions on looting. You can equip any item you find that matches your class and level. This allows you to fully immerse yourself in the excitement of new drops without worrying about arbitrary limitations. However, there is one particular restriction in place. Trial account players cannot travel from their starting zone back to major cities until they reach level 10. But don't worry, this isn't as limiting as it might sound. As a new adventurer, there's plenty to explore and accomplish in your starting zone, which is designed to introduce you to the game. There's really no need to visit the major cities just yet. Plus, this restriction serves an important purpose. It helps maintain the integrity of the game by deterring bots and other undesirable activities that can detract from everyone's experience by keeping new accounts in the starting zones. So while you're leveling from 1 to 10, take the time to dive into the story, master your chosen class mechanics, and enjoy the pure joy of early MMORPG gameplay. This is your time to truly get to grips with what Guild Wars 2 has to offer without any distractions. I've got a bonus tip at the end of the video for your second playthrough, so be sure to stick around. Speaking of level 10, as a trial user, this is where your personal story really begins to unfold. When you first start out, the game gives you a quick glance at your character's backstory with a mini tutorial, but it's at level 10 where the true narrative of Guild Wars 2 starts to open up. From this point, you can enjoy the ongoing storyline that is completely unrestricted for trial users. You can experience the entire main story of the base game all the way up to level 80 without any barriers. Additionally, Season 1 of the Living World, which extends the story beyond the original scope of the base game, is also included in the trial version. For those of you new to Guild Wars 2, the Living World represents updates that continue the story of Tyria after the main events of the base game. These episodes adds new content like areas, stories and challenges that keeps the game fresh and engaging. As a trial user, you'll unlock each chapter of your personal story every 10 levels, allowing you to progressively enjoy the narrative of Tyria as you level up. Additionally, a special feature for new players as of this video's recording is the temporary access of a raptor mount once you reach level 10. This mount is available for free, but here's the catch, it's only for 10 hours of gameplay. When you hit level 10, an hourglass icon will pop up on the bottom right of your screen just above the minimap. This hourglass triggers the 10-hour countdown for using your raptor mount. Importantly, you can choose when to start this timer. If you're not ready to dash across Tyria on your new mount, you can delay activating the hourglass until you feel the need for speed. This flexibility allows you to maximize the utility of the raptor mount when it suits your exploration and questing needs best. It's a taste of the enhanced mobility that full accounts enjoy with permanent mounts. This is the first added incentive or indication that you are playing a trial account. If you decide to upgrade your account, this raptor mount becomes permanent. Upgrading not only unlocks all the game's features but also solidifies your access to this mobility tool. Once you advance past level 10 and start exploring major cities and beyond in Guild Wars 2, you'll notice the trial account continues to offer a remarkably open experience. Let's look into what you can and cannot do. In the major cities, such as Divinity's Reach or Rotasum, trial account holders can move freely and interact with most of the city's features. You can visit vendors and purchase gear provided you have the required currency, which means you're not left behind in terms of equipping your character appropriately. Crafting is another big part of MMOs, and as a trial user, you have full access to train and upgrade crafting professions that is available in the base game. Whether you want to make your own armor, weapons or concoct useful potions, all crafting stations and trainers are available to you. Travel within the game is seamless for trial accounts as well. Once you unlock a waygate, it's yours to use just like any upgraded account. This allows you to jump back and forth across Tyria, exploring areas you've previously visited without any hassle. This also means that you will have access to all starter area waygates, so you can easily join up with a friend starting in another zone. And what about those portals scattered throughout the world? Yes, you can step through any portal you find, opening up new areas of adventure and further expanding your exploration of the game's vast landscape. However, there are a couple of exceptions that we'll touch on later in the video, namely some limitations around the trading post, economy and access to Lion's Ark, which are nuanced and designed to protect the game and ensure a fair playing environment for everyone, as well as some bag space and bank slot differences. But as you can see, the differences between a trial and an upgraded account are minimal when it comes to your day-to-day exploration and interaction within Tyria. This ensures that even as a trial user, your experience in Guild Wars 2 is as immersive and rewarding as possible. While the experience is largely similar between trial and upgraded accounts for exploring and interacting within Tyria, there are a few key areas where differences do come into play. Let's take a closer look at these so you can fully understand what to expect if you decide to stick with the trial version. First up, the trading post. As a trial user, your interactions here are restricted. This marketplace is crucial for buying and selling items between players, and its limited access for trial account is meant to protect the game's economy for potential abuse by temporary or fraudulent accounts. As a trial user, you'll notice that only certain items are purchasable, marked by a clear locked icon on the items themselves. While you cannot sell most items, you are permitted to sell materials. This means that your economic activity is significantly impacted until you decide to upgrade your account. Gems represent a premium currency in Guild Wars 2, which can be purchased with either gold or real money. However, a key restriction for trial users is that you cannot buy gems with gold. Real money is required. This limitation becomes particularly relevant as you progress and find yourself needing various items and enhancements available only via gems. If you play long enough to reach this stage, investing in an upgraded account might be a worthwhile consideration, as it allows you to use the gold you've earned from playing the game to buy gems, making it easier to get the items you want without spending extra money. Inventory management is another key area to consider. Trial account starts with fewer bag slots than upgraded accounts. Specifically, trial accounts have 2 extra bag slots, giving you a total of 3, while upgraded accounts have 4 extra, giving you a total of 5. This limited space means you'll need to be more thoughtful about which items you keep as you explore and collect new gear. However, when it comes to bank space, trial and upgraded accounts are the same. Both start with just 1 bank slot unlocked. Now, let's talk about how gems are used. If you need more backspace or additional bank slots, you'll have to spend gems. Remember, as a trial user, you cannot buy gems with gold, only with real money. In contrast, upgraded account holders can earn gold through gameplay and exchange it for gems. This allows them to purchase not only bank slots and backspace, but also various other items from the gem store. It's also worth noting that while you can use gems to buy deluxe upgrades of the expansions, you cannot purchase the base expansions themselves with gems. In summary, as a trial user, you're unable to use the gem store without spending real money. On the other hand, upgraded accounts have the option to earn gold through gameplay and use that gold to buy gems. This flexibility allows full access to the gem store's offering without additional real-world expenditure, a luxury trial accounts don't have access to. Now that we've covered the major aspects of what you can and cannot do with trial accounts in terms of economy and inventory, let's quickly go over some other important points that's worth mentioning about the trial account experience in Guild Wars 2. You can't send mail to other players that is not a mutual friend, although you can receive mail from them. Directly trade with other players, limiting direct item exchanges. Receive daily login rewards, which can offer various benefits to regular players. Whisper to players that is not in the same map area unless you are mutual friends, but you can receive whispers from upgraded accounts. Use expansion specializations or explore expansion zones, which offers more content and 3 new subclasses to level up and play with. Enter raids to tackle some of the game's toughest challenges. You can join guilds with limited capacity and participate fully in guild activities. Use map chat but are rate limited. Join world vs world PvP after reaching level 60, allowing you to experience large-scale battles. Participate in PvP with no restrictions on base game specializations. Achieve most achievements and enter Fractals of the Mist with some limitations as the content gets harder. Use the Looking for Group tool once you've hit level 30 to find people to do activities with. Participate in the Wizard's Vault daily and weekly quests once you've hit level 80, rewarding you with a currency that can be used to purchase various items ranging from gold to crafting materials. Now, as promised, here's a neat little trick you can use if you've made your second trial character and there's something you really want to fetch out of your bank before reaching level 10. Normally, trial account players can't access the major city hubs, including the bank, until they reach level 10. However, you can bypass this by heading into the PvP zone. Navigate to the PvP menu and enter the Heart of the Mists. From there, you're just a short walk away not only from the PvP bank but also the central trading post. This trick is especially handy when you need early access to resources or equipment stored from your first character, helping you accelerate your progression or simply enjoy a smoother start with your new character. As you can see, while there are some limitations with a trial account, Guild Wars 2 offers an extensive and engaging experience that allows you to explore quite a lot of what the game has to offer without any upfront cost. This trial account provides significantly more freedom and fewer restrictions compared to the trial or free-to-play versions of many other MMOs. Whether you're drawn to storytelling, crafting, or the thrill of massive PvP battles, there's a wealth of content here to enjoy. Upgraded accounts mainly become a factor when you're ready to venture deeper into the endgame content that Guild Wars 2 has to offer. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please consider giving it a like and subscribing for more Guild Wars 2 content. Feel free to drop a comment below to share your experiences in Guild Wars 2 or any questions you might have. Until next time.